Namaste everyone, welcome. This is Karina Lambert teaching globally for anyone who is there and want to join. The word of the day, if you're following the challenge that I'm doing on Instagram, is tapas. So I'm going to read a very short story and then tell you a little bit about it. And this story says, there was a farmer who grew excellent quality wheat, and every season he won the award for the best grown in his country. One year, a reporter from the local newspaper interviewed the farmer and learned that each spring the man shared his seed with his neighbors so that they too could plant in their fields. How can you afford to share your best wheat seed with your neighbors when they are entering their crops in the competition with yours? The reporter asked. Why, that's very simple, the farmer explained. The wind picks up pollen from the developing wheat and carries it from field to field. If my neighbors grow inferior wheat, cross-pollination will steadily degrade the quality of all the wheat, including mine. If I am to grow good wheat, I must help my neighbors grow good wheat. The reporter realized how the farmer's explanation also applied to people's lives in the most fundamental way. Those who want to live meaningfully and well must help enrich the lives of others, for the value of a life is measured by the lives it touches. And those who choose to be happy must help others find happiness, for the welfare of each is bound up with the welfare of all. This little story made me think of tapas because, and now I'm going to share and gift you different meanings of the word tapas, and the invitation today is that you take one of those that calls your name as part of your practice. So, a few words on tapas: determination, fire, passion, service, purifying flame, moderation, willpower, a fiery resolve, pointed strength, sacrifice for a higher good. Close your eyes, let your palms rest on your lap, sitting tall, let your leg bones relax, and in the next few breathing cycles, notice your physical body. Invite your breath to be your tool through this practice. Settle. Notice sensations, thoughts, emotions. And as you do that, I'll gift you again with these qualities that I share. Determination, fire, passion, service, purifying flame, moderation, willpower, a fiery resolve, pointed strength, the sacrifice for a higher good. Let one or more than one resonate with you in your heart. And perhaps as you choose one of these qualities or one of these actions or words, a reminder of how you are using it to move through this challenging time. Perhaps an opportunity to use it as an inspiration to create a routine, to carve your practice in a meaningful way. Let's invite the palms to come together and join the heart center. Feel the connection between the palms, the hands, the thumbs in your heart. And let the heart center lift into that place, that space. Expand. Give length to the back of your neck and skull, up to the skies. And visualizing your intention, your word. An opportunity to open this session together with the Om sound, if you choose to join. First, a deep inhalation through the nose. Big exhale. Then breathing in again. Soft face, relaxed eyes. We connect the head down to the hands and the heart. Then we release the palms, lifting the head, opening the eyes. Welcome so much. Welcome to everyone, and thank you so much for being here. Let's start by coming into a child's pose. As you come into child's pose, take a moment here to breathe a few times, connecting with the sensations in the body. And then slowly from there, we're going to come into the same shape as the child's pose, but we're going to lift towards the hands and knees. From here, let's take cat-cow 3 times. Inhaling, arching the spine, opening the chest, exhaling, we round. And 2 more like that, inhaling, give yourself time to feel the body, exhaling, we round. 1 more like this, inhaling, and exhale. Good, and then we come back towards the tabletop and we'll do a few exercises that are meant to open the thoracic spine. So the first one here, we keep the same shape. The first one that I'm going to do here is to send my left hand into my right shoulder. And from there, we are going to inhale, open to the left. Exhale, coming back to face the mat. Again, inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Good. We release that side. We put the right hand onto the left shoulder and we go to the other side 5 times. Inhale. Exhale. Going with your breath. It doesn't matter if you cannot go super far. Try to firm your hips in and give less movement to the pelvis and more to the thoracic spine. And then as we return, we release. We'll change it now. Left hand behind the skull. We go again for 5. Inhaling. Exhale. Trying to keep the pelvis neutral. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Last one. Good. When you're ready, release. We switch sides. Right hand behind the skull. Inhaling to the right. Exhale. Try to lift from the pelvic floor into your navel. From the lower ribs, lengthen towards the hips and firm the hips into your body. Good, as we return, we release, we have a little more. Left hand again, this time I'm going to turn the palm up and put it behind my pelvis so I notice there the movement and I'm just going to again inhale, lift towards the left and come back. Inhale, we'll do only 3 of these. 1 more. Good, and then we release, we go to the other side, right hand. Turn the palm up, put it behind the pelvis. We go to the right 3 times. Good, and we release. One more. Remember when you were a kid and you were playing to make eyeglasses? So you're going to put thumb and index together, turn your palm and put it on your left eye. And from there again, navel up, hug the hips in, inhaling, exhale. Two more. And release. Let's go with the second side. Thumb to index, turn your palm, make that eyeglass only one side, and lifting the abdomen, hugging hips in, inhale. One more. Good, and release. Beautiful. Let's sit up for a moment so we shake a little bit through the hands. Stay on your shins, and from here with the left hand on your left hip, inhale the right arm up. Extend there, and we go towards the left side, lengthening that right side, trying to bring the glutes in, opening the chest. We return and release. Second side, right hand holding the right hip, left arm goes up. Exhaling, we go to the right. I have the wall helping me here. Lift through the abdomen, glutes in, open the chest. Inhaling, we come back and release. Beautiful. Keep the position on your knees. Extend your arms in front of you. Put your left palm towards the center of your mat, right palm on top. Push the floor away and come towards the puppy pose. We are activating the arms, the chest here. So if you can lift your elbows off the mat, do that. Press the floor away. Sitting bones up and wide. And then we lift up and we switch. We put the right palm down, left one on top. Press the floor again. One more time for 2-3 breaths. Letting the side body lengthen, the sitting bones, feel that expansion in between them. And then slowly coming back. Good. We go back to hands and knees. I'm starting on the left side, so we can all go together and you see that side that is closer to the camera. I'm going to lift my left knee towards the chest, then open it to the side, then try to take that knee towards the back of the room, and then back towards the chest. 3 more. To the side, then back, and in. Hug the hips in, try to keep the pelvis as neutral as you can. Imagine you have a block right behind the pelvis. 1 more. And release. Second side, right knee goes to the chest, then out to the side, then towards the back, and into the chest again. 2 more. Side, out, back. 1 more. Side, back, to the chest, and release. Good. We'll go last side. We'll repeat, but we go backwards. So now the left knee, we're going to lift it. We take it back, side, and down. 2 more. Back, side, down. 1 more. Release. Good. Last one. We lift the right knee. We go back, side, and in. Back. Oiling the hips, firming. Good. Okay, press back for a moment. Widen the knees, breathe in and out. Good, and then slowly returning. I'm going to stay on my right side now. I'm going to put my right hand down, a little bit of a diagonal so my shoulder is not completely over the wrist, a little further out. My right shin, right knee, they are supported in the mat, and I'm, you can, yes. Okay, from here, We are extending, we are sending the left arm up and over for a side stretch. Bring your glutes in. Bring the navel up towards your sternum, opening the chest, and try to send the lower ribs towards your hips. One more breath, opening the chest. And then we're going to bring the left hand into the left hip. We're going to lift the left leg. This is a little bit of a challenge. Hug your glutes in and see if you can do a few circles with that left leg. Doesn't matter which way you started, just do 3 to 5, and then you are going to switch it the opposite way. Okay, a few circles. You're going to feel a little bit of fire coming up. That's the fire of tapas in our practice. Good. Then from there, we are going to try and bring just the leg forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. 2 more. And then we're going to add knee towards the chest and out. In, out. 3 more. Last one. Good. Release that leg down. Again, we open through the chest. Inhale. An option here. You can stay where you are. You can lift that left leg again. It looks like a half moon pose. Breathe. Spin the chest and the belly up to the ceiling. And then slowly release. We'll bring that left hand down. We'll switch sides. Now I'm going to be, left hand is going to be my support. I'm keeping a little bit of a diagonal between the shoulder and the wrist. I'm on my left knee and left shin, extending through the right leg. First, we extend the right arm up, shoulder blades in, spin chest and belly up to the skies. Stay there for a couple of breaths. Glutes move in. We're trying to use the diamond of the core. Ribs down, pubic bone lifting, hip bone squeezing towards the midline. Then we send that right arm over and we create a little bit more of that side opening, pressing into the right foot, opening up. Good, then we'll take that right hand into the hip and we lift the right leg. A few circles, 3 to 5, one way. Try to keep those glutes fired and the outer hips moving in. Then we switch to the opposite side. Good, and then we are going to bring that leg forward and back. Forward and back for 3 more. Forward, back. Good, last one. With the right knee, we bend it, we bring it in and out. In, out. 2 more. Good, and then option to stay here for that modified half moon. Belly up, squeeze the glutes, opening through the pelvis. You can also put that right foot down and just open up here. 1 more breath. And then we release that right hand down. Good, from here, let's move the knees a few inches behind the hips. Tuck your toes to the edges of your mat so it's a wide stand. And press through your palms, check the position of the palms that it's comfortable. And let's push up, downward facing dog. You can keep your knees bent if this is needed for you. See if you can start connecting to your core. Feel that fire that it's igniting through the base, the palms, the feet, as you perhaps walk your feet like I'm doing a few times. And we lift that energy, that purifying fire into the core. Relax the neck and the head. If you have the power to extend the legs a little more, hug those muscles into your bones. Invite the sitting bones to feel like they are spreading again. 1 more breath. And then we'll walk the hands towards the feet. Bring the feet a little closer, hip distance apart, bend the knees, drop the torso, let the head say no a few times and yes. Press through the feet. Good, and then keeping this same distance between the feet that you have, let the hips go a little lower, bring your arms in front, and we are trying to do a modified squat. So we are bringing those hips as low as we can, and imagine someone pulling from your wrists and extending, extending, extending both ends. One more breath here. Find the determination. Find that passion. And from there we inhale, we come all the way up. And we exhale. Beautiful. Okay, bringing the feet together. From here at the back of your mat, we are going to inhale, arms up overhead. We exhale, folding over the legs into Uttanasana. Inhaling halfway, you can always bend the knees, open the chest. Exhaling, we fold. Inhaling, pressing through the feet, we lift that fire up all the way. Exhale. We go again, inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, we fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling to Uttanasana. Inhaling, arms go up. Exhale. Last one, and we'll add more. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, we fold. Inhaling halfway. And on this exhale, we'll use it to walk our hands back to downward facing dog. You can keep your feet close to each other like they were, if they were like that, touching the inner feet. Press the mat away again with your palms. Lift through the navel and the bottom of the pelvic floor. Inhale your right leg up. Try to keep the pelvis neutral. Again, we are engaging that core. Right foot comes forward, left knee comes down. Inhaling, arms up overhead. Hook your thumbs, extend through the arms, and hugging through the hips, allow for that front leg to perhaps go a little further with the knee as you shift the weight. Lift, open the chest. Try to keep lifting through the bottom of the pelvic floor, hugging the hips in, opening up the chest maybe a little more. Good, exhale, release. Keep the left hand down. We inhale and we twist to the right. Option here if you want to lift your left knee off the mat, or you can stay where you are. Press into that right foot, maybe leaning back a little to feel that opening in the chest. Exhaling, right hand down, we go back to down dog. Second side, inhaling the left leg up and back. Left foot comes forward, right knee comes down. Inhaling, we take the arms up. Hooking opposite thumbs, extending through the sides. Zip up that belly towards your nose. Lengthen through the sacrum. Maybe you choose to go a little further. Good, then we release. Hands down, right hand supported. Inhale, twist to your left. Hips are hugging into the midline, lean back. Option to lift the right knee or stay where you are with the knee down. 2 more breaths. Then we release the left hand down. We go back to downward facing dog. And we'll take a plank pose, coming towards the top of a push-up. See if you can engage that diamond core again. Pelvic floor lifts, lower ribs move down, outer hips in. 1 more breath. Use your knees if you need to come down, bending the elbows. Good, and from here, we'll take the arms to the sides, extending through the arms, palms facing up for this one. Extend through the legs, roll those shoulders back. Inhale, lift. One more breath. Releasing the hands. Come into the hands and knees, tucking the toes. We go up to down dog. Pedal your feet a few times. Big breath in. Deep breath out. If you feel like you need to come to the child's pose, widen the knees. Bring the sitting bones back and down and rest. The other option also works if you are okay, keeping that fire in that downward facing dog. 2 more breaths here. Good. And then we'll bend the knees if you're in down dog, gaze forward, take a big step to the top of the mat or jump, hop. Inhaling, we come all the way up, arms overhead. Exhaling, hands to the heart, and we'll release. Beautiful. From here, keeping the hands onto the hips, we're going to press into the left foot. I'm going to do the right in case you're facing me. And pressing into the left foot, we're going to lift the right knee up towards the chest and try to imagine that diamond at your center. So we are hugging the hips into the midline, lifting through the pelvic floor and lowering or trying to lengthen those floating ribs down. Good. Stay here. Good. From here, we are going to try and bring that right knee back towards the balance, like if you were going into a warrior 3, and then we'll return. So we are playing a little bit here with the flow. We go back, and we come back. One more. Firming the hips, using that core, igniting fire. Good. After that last one, go with your hand, catch the foot, and I'm on carpet, so it's challenging. Then we come towards the tree pose. Tree pose can be with the foot inside your thigh. It can be a little lower. It can be touching down. Or if you need the wall close by, go and take it. We come to tree. And in this moment, finding your gaze to a point that it's not moving, relaxing the shoulders, lifting through the spine. Recall your intention, find your passion, your service to a greater good, part all of self-care. Like the man planting the wheat. Helping others helps ourselves. Being of service. One more breath. Then we bring that right knee up and in, and we release and we shake it a little. Good. Second side, pressing onto your right foot. You can have your hands on your hips, lengthen through the spine, roll the shoulders back, and as you are ready, lifting that energy through the inner arch in your right foot up to the inner thigh, lift that left knee, and 3 times we'll try and play with that firming of the hips, more mobility, and creating that strength towards the warrior 3, but we are not creating really that shape, and coming back. And 2 more. One more. Good. Once you're there, with your left hand, go catch the foot, taking the tree pose, either inside the thigh, a little lower, touching down. The one that feels comfortable, you can always use a wall as your support and do the shape at the wall. And from there, lifting through that inner right leg, lifting through the spine, and using again this concept of the diamond shape at your core, at the center, lifting the pelvic floor, outer hips hugging in, or hip bones moving into the midline, lower ribs moving down. The purifying flame of this practice helping us release what's not needed, thoughts, judgments, stress, tension. Then we slowly bring that leg back, releasing, shaking a little. Good. Okay. Let's, from here, all go again to the top of the mat, inhaling, arms up overhead. Exhaling, we fold, Uttanasana. Inhaling, half. And with the exhale, we take again, downward facing dog, walking back. Pedal your feet a few times. And from here, we'll walk again the hands back towards the feet. Make your feet a little wider with the toes pointing out. And we come towards a squat. With your books or rolling your own mat or your blanket, you can add extra padding for your heels if it's challenging to balance in the squat. And let the hips relax. You can shake a little bit or shift a little bit the weight from side to side. Sitting tall here. Take a few breaths, being aware of that energy flowing. One more breath. And then slowly using your hands behind you, we come to a seat, extending the legs and let them shake a little bit. I'm going to come a little closer. Good. So we shake the legs, and now from here, hands behind the hips. My fingers are pointing forward, but if you feel like it feels better for you to put the hands out or the other way, you can change that. We press through the feet, and we're going to take a reverse tabletop. Opening the collarbones, bringing the shoulder blades in, using the core again here, hugging those lower ribs down into the pelvis, lifting through the pelvic floor. Let's push the mat and lift. I personally don't like to throw my head back because it messes with my neck, but it's your choice. I like to lengthen through the neck, activate those glutes, lift through the hamstrings, open up through the chest. Press through the feet, one more breath. And then slowly release. Beautiful, let's put the soles of the feet together. And here, let's ourselves just fold, letting the torso round naturally for 3 breaths. One more, softening everything, let it melt. And then we slowly come up. Beautiful, as we sit up, bring the knees together, extend the left leg out to the side, and bringing that right foot to the other side, we'll sit tall. With the right arm, I'm going to inhale, open up that side and twist to the right, using the right hand as a support. And then with the left arm, you can hug that right knee in, lift the spine, trying to lengthen that right side of your torso down towards the mat. We lift. The left leg is super straight, pushing through the heel. If that feels uncomfortable, you bend the knee and you still push through the heel, but without doing that over extension for that knee if you need the opposite, okay? From here, we lift. One more breath. And then we slowly return. Good, take that right leg back to its place, and then we'll open like the tree shape that we did before to the side. If you need padding for that knee, you can add a block or a book there. And if you need a belt, you can also use it. From here, we'll inhale, arms up overhead, trying to lift through the abdominals and shifting a little bit towards that left leg. We'll go over, maybe like I said, with the belt or the hands. We'll let the trunk lengthen and drop into that left leg. Long, steady breathing. Use it to deepen your commitment to this practice. And then we slowly return, bringing that knee back, extending. We go to the second side. Left leg comes in, cross the foot to the other side, lifting. And then left arm, inhale. Exhale, bring it back towards the twist. Right arm is hugging, left leg in, lifting the spine, relax the shoulders. For one more breath. And then returning. Last part, we bring that left leg back to the left. Let that leg drop to the side like the tree shape we did before when we were standing. And from here, inhaling, arms up, extending through that right leg, shifting the belly and chest towards the right. We fold. And stay there for 2-3 breaths. Then we slowly return, bringing that left knee in, extend through the legs. Let's come towards the end. Coming to your back, hug your knees in, rock a little bit from side to side. You can reverse the direction a few times. Good, and then we'll put right foot on top of the left thigh, right arm threads inside that right leg, bring the left knee in, stay there, 2 breaths. Good, and then we switch, slowly left foot on top of the right one, bringing those knees in. If this feels like it's too much, you can always just keep your arms to the sides, right foot stays down, and you're taking the same shape without bringing the legs towards the chest. I'm showing the second option. A few breaths here. Then releasing that last side. And from here, we'll take happy baby, both hands touching the feet, trying to lengthen the spine, keep the chest broad. Good, then we slowly release, extending the legs towards the top of your mat. Bring your arms overhead, take a big breath in. And with the exhale, bring your arms alongside your torso, drop the legs, let them just rest. You can also choose to bend your elbows and bring your palms onto your abdomen and rest in this way. If you need to add socks or any padding for you, please do that. We'll come to rest after the determination, fire, passion, the sacrifice for our own good and for a higher good. We let everything drop. We let go of doing, of getting tangled in our thoughts. And we invite the benefits of this practice to be gifted into our souls.